Now, the rest of the session is going to be really focusing on just a tune-up, really continuing to work on quick movements, getting set, and being explosive, okay? So we'll do a little bit of everything the rest of today, and then like I said, now that I know a little bit more exactly what you want to work on, then we could fine-tune those areas moving forward, okay? It is hot.
It is hot. It's supposed to be like 95 at like 12.
Yeah. So it's good that we got the session in the morning.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, real simple, you're going to start in the middle of all the cones. Whenever I say go, you chop over the blue cones, set, volley for a catch. Alright? As you're taking that catch, I'm moving across. You're chopping over the blue cones, shuffle through the pink cones, good, get set. Once you're set, toss this ball up, go up and attack it at the highest point. After you take that cross, I'm not going to try to get you too far forward, because then you're going to be working on moving back and scrambling, and then move back across, get set, and now I'm going to play this ball low to the right for a low dive sit. Okay? So again, after you take this cross, don't give the ball back to me. You can just drop it right in this pile. Okay? Any questions? Ready? We got 4 rounds. 4 rounds. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. Fast feet. Yep. Yes. Good hands. Yep. Good. Move quick. Set. Yep.
Keep.
Well done. Move across. Set. Yep. Good effort. All right. So now, we talked about this a lot last year. Yeah, once we move, we know where that ball is going, so what are we trying to avoid?
Whatever that just happened.
Avoid that mean? Like, be more specific. Yeah, we definitely want that nice clean hole, but we want to earn it the right way.
Right.
So once you got set, your feet were real narrow, you were leaning to that near post because you knew where that shot was going, all right? So it's our first one, now we know what to expect, but we have to move, get set, and be balanced. That's the most important part. That's what's really going to instill us the confidence once we get in the game. And now we're truly responding correctly, okay? Ready, go! Yes, good.
Oh, sorry.
Move on, yep. Retreat, set.
Keep.
Yes, well done. Cross, set, shoulder width, yep. Much better. And once you're set, you can take quick little bounces if you want, but that was much, much better in the sense of you're moving, now you're more balanced, you're not leaning in that moment. So now when the shot happens, now you're having to shift your weight and be explosive. Well done. Go. Yes, good hand. Move quick, set.
Keep.
Yes, well done, move quick, set, yep. So again, much better job. A little bit more push from that back leg, a little more push with that top hand. I think you're in that catching. Okay? One more rep, then we get a rest. Go. Right, go. Feet, set.
Keep.
Yes, keep attacking it. Quick, set, yep. All right, what happened with your hand on that one? You're not saying it correctly, but you're on the right track. Your hands fell. So it hit the bottom part of your hand, your palm. That tells us we're just reaching and we're falling, right? As well as we're activated with our upper body and driving through it. And that's why you had that save. Maybe not a catch, but a guaranteed save on that one. That one just kind of fell. Now, ready to go the other way? Ready. Go. Set. Yes, straight shape. Set. Balance, yep.
Keep.
Good, move across. Move quick, half shuffle, good, set. It's all right. Got a month off, really, right?
I know, that's like the most simple thing ever.
Yeah. So now, that's the part that's gonna make you elite again, all right? Doing those simple actions really well to earn those simple results. So what do you think it really is? What adjustment would you make to earn the result you want?
Maybe, like on this one, I feel like if it would go in my head, if I get the angle right the first time, then I can focus like on this action rather than making sure my angle is right, and then it's just like a, let me get there, you know?
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. So that helps me in terms of what I was thinking something slightly different. Because we got to the right angle. Yes, I had to help you out a little bit, but part of that's just because we don't have our lines. We don't have our dimension. But with that being said, once you come out of the cross, how do you find that you have the quickest? What track of the ball?
Direct over, right?
Yeah, but if you just go directly over in this moment, once you take this cross, now you could potentially stop too soon because you're afraid of giving up too much to the back post. So you're giving too much to the near post. But more often than not, if you just go laterally, now you're going to overshoot it, and now you're going to be on the outside track of the ball. Now you're giving up the back post, which is where you just came from. So think about where the ball is, and that's why it's not moving yet. Is that once you take this cross, now you're taking that inside part of the ball. So once you start to move and come toward the inside part of that ball, now you're going to get set. We don't have that time.
Yeah, I was about to say, in my head I was like, I actually don't have that time, dude.
Yep, that's all right. So now it's once you're dropping back, you have a rough idea of where you'd want to get set, right? Based off where that shot's at. So now if you take this cross, now you're working on drop stepping, moving laterally. But the moment that you feel like you get pretty much close to right now you're taking a step and falling, but part of that might have been what you just said. You were too worried about your angle, you forgot that you still have to be good. Good. Like I said, this is why we're working on it right now, right? Do the simple things extremely well, then we can work on making it harder. Ready? Go! Yes. Good. Set.
Keep.
Well done. Good. Get rid of it. Set. Yes. Much better. Now you were leaning a little bit, but as a whole, say, in terms of where you found your angle, so much quicker, so much more efficient. What were you telling yourself about that?
I was trying to remember the last one. I don't have crossing. I was thinking of it.
Yep.
Because I was just set with the ball.
Absolutely. Right? And that's where, again, you failed on the first one. So we come good, come up with our next adjustment, we apply it back to it, and it helps us. Yes, now it's your speed.
There's so many answers for
There are a lot of answers.
I mean, a lesson.
A lesson. You gain knowledge.
Yeah.
And when you gain knowledge, you gain confidence. Alright? So now you can just keep applying that. Last two. Go! Yes, well done. Set.
Keep.
Good. Get rid of it. Set. Yep. Yes, well done. See? Much, much better. Set up. One more round, then you get a rest again. Go. Yes, but you make that adjustment. Set. Back up. Good. Yep, so you can attack it.
Keep.
Yes, well done. Cut back in. Set. Oh, half shuffle too far. Yep, that's okay. Set. Yes, up. Yeah, well done. Way to play it all the way out. Alright? So final adjustment, I want you, this is part of the reason why I'm filming this year too. Alright? In your set position on that last one, the feet got narrow. So when it gets narrow in the set position, now how much bigger and longer of a step do you have to take? If your feet are narrow. Yeah, and it takes longer to get that step. We're going to break your feet down just a little bit and get feet shoulder width. Now, whenever you're set, how quickly can you get in that step? Now we can push it. Now we turn that save into a potential what? Catch. Yes. That's fine. Ready? Go. Set. Yep. Drop it next time. Yep. Feet. Set. Attack it. Good effort. Jump back in. Set. Bounce. Good touch. Well done. Now, as you're taking that step, our chest and everything was up. So continue to keep that chest forward. That's going to keep engaging the legs. That's going to keep our forces going in the same direction. Now it's going to be an even more decisive touch around that post. Okay? On this forward dive, you're popping up. All right? Stay set, stay balanced. You know I'm going to play this ball anywhere from the hips down. And once you see the trajectory, drop down, really receive it. Okay? The final thing is after this punch, you're dropping too deep. Alright? When you get too deep, you make the goal what? Bigger. Alright? So now obviously at the same time, if you stay too far out, now you have less what? Time to respond. Very good. Alright? So again, keep working on those, finding that happy medium where you're making the goal smaller but giving yourself enough time to be explosive. Alright? Good. Round two. Go. Good. Set. Good. Get rid of it. Yep. Set. Attack it.
Keep. Oh.
That's alright. Move on. Half shuffle. Good. Set.
Oh.
Great effort. That's alright. So now, the two parts I want to talk about is that last dive. What size step did you take? A really big one. So when you take a really big step, it's less time to push off. Exactly. And it drops your body lower. Alright? So again, more push on the back foot. Get that front foot established a second sooner. I think that's a save. On the punch, what happened on that one?
Oh, it was like I jumped too early, so I didn't meet at the right time, and it was like, oh shit.
Yep. Simple as that. You jumped too early and now it's a little bit harder to get that punch.
Yeah.
So again, I know we don't have a ton of time, but you have to take a half second.
Okay.
Exhale first. Now I can see the flight of that ball. Now I can really be aggressive once I see that flight of the ball and really try to attack it. Again, what are the 3 main things we're looking for in the result of the punch?
Probably like width, like how far it goes,
Yep.
height,
Height.
maybe like the pace that we just get it out there.
And the distance. Very good. All right. I would say height first.
Height first.
Height's the only thing that guarantees us time. Okay? And then based off of where the opposing teams are and everything else, then it becomes width. Obviously, the further you get it, the harder it is for them to score. Okay? Good. 2 more rounds. Ready? Go. Feet shoulder width. That's fine. Well done. Good. Set. Attack it.
Kick.
Yeah. Well done. Move quick. Set. Yes. Had it covered. But keep committing. Don't catch yourself. All right. I know I'm not going to miss my bunch. Sometimes I might put some spin on it to try to
look like it.
Yeah, so make sure you commit to that dive and really make sure you're going to cover it, all right?
Okay.
Give me 1 ball. On that forward dive, was that actually pretty good with your upper body? Say?
Huh?
Was that, on that forward dive, was that pretty good with our upper body?
I feel like it could probably be a little lower.
Maybe a little lower, and I think at the end of the day you can try to receive it to keep in the chest. But because your chest was so far over the ball, where did the rebound go?
Wait, you talking about this one?
Forward dive.
Oh.
It actually went straight down. All right.
Wait, like just stop?
It stopped right in front of you
Oh.
because your chest is so far over it. On the other ones, when your chest is up, if it hits that chest, it may potentially come back out. So even though you didn't catch it cleanly, you are under complete control to make sure you receive it. All right. 1 more round on this side, then we're going to switch sides. All right. Here we go. Ready? Go. Set. Yes. Straight up. Set.
Keep.
Yes. Well done. Drop back in. Set. Yeah. Way to bring that ball with you. Fantastic job, Sid. That was a tough one on that forward dive. Great job to respond to the shot. I missed it.
It felt awkward.
I know. Sometimes it's going to be awkward, but that's an awkward positioning. You did really well with it in that moment. How'd you feel about the punches? It was, and specifically, waiting a half second.
Right, yeah.
Once you waited that half second, you were still getting it at a really high point. But now you were able to make better contact and had that confidence to really see that flight of the ball. Good, go grab it. Go. Set. Go ahead. Quick, good. Set.
Keep.
That's right. Step back in. Yep. Set, good. Yes, well done. Now keep going with both hands, all right? At a minimum, you can always push and go with the 1 hand, all right?
Yeah, I think I could.
Yep. And to be fair, you were set. It just kind of threw me off because when I picked up the ball, I wasn't at the right angle. I was like, I'm missing. Something wasn't looking right to me, so that's on me. Round 2. Go. That's fine. We take that step, get your body behind it. Set.
Keep.
Good, that's fine. Step back in, good. You're set, be shoulder width. It's on me to a certain extent. And I caught lost the ball on the punch to try to see that result. But now when you got it over with the triangle, you're just kind of standing there. You know, you're at a second. You keep getting that set position. So now you're ready to explode. All right, 2 more opportunities now. It's not a technical thing. Now it's a mentality. Can I continue to hold myself accountable to use my explosion to go through this ball? Here we go. Go. Set. Yep, good on.
I can't even restart for you. I'll go crazy. I know you don't like it. Okay.
Quick, good. Set.
Keep.
Good effort. Set. Good effort. Yeah, caught leaning again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what to expect. No guesswork. Explosion. On the punch, you're getting that punch a little bit behind your body right now. So really continue to exaggerate getting that punch, or keeping that ball in front. Here we go, last rep. Ready, go. Set. Yes, it's fine. Set. On front. Good effort. Set. Yep. Yeah, much better there, say. Much better. Now, the one thing you forgot to say was keep.
Yeah, I know.
But because you were a little more patient again, and you saw the flight of the ball, now that ball's easier harder to get that punch. Movement, reaction, response, I should say, to get set. So, I'm going to flash up a color. Whatever color I flash up, that's the color you move to find the correct angle, or you chop over those cones. So if I flash up blue, you chop laterally. If I flash up pink, chop forward. Find the angle for me, and then half volley shot anywhere on frame. You gotta respond and make the save. Okay? We have 5 reps, and then we're going to switch to the other side, and we'll be done. Except I do want to work a little bit on drop kicks. Okay? You do drop kick or side volleys? Or do you just punt?
Oh, like what I do?
Yeah.
I just punt. I don't even really like punting either. I'd rather just like give it to someone.
Okay.
But yeah, I like punt because I feel like with my volleys, I'm still like not like, I don't know if I can do it in the game confidently.
Okay. Alright, we'll go back to the turf and we'll work on that after this, alright? With that being said, I'm just going to point to a color, which other color. Ready, 5 shots. Ready, yep. Quick, set. Yes, well done.
That was crazy.
Coming in quick. Great job. What I love most about it, I don't know if you knew it or not, where you took your first step was crucial in that moment. And where did you take your first step? Where did you take it towards?
I took it toward you.
And more specifically, the inside part of the ball. You took your first step directly towards the inside part, you were at your angle fast.
Can you tell me where like where on the court? Because I hear talking about going to the inside. I remember you saying that you did what was the drill in here?
Yep.
Could you show me like where I would have done it if I was doing it wrong?
Yep. So first off, just to clarify, when I say the inside track of the ball, that's the part of the ball that faces closest to the middle of the field.
Okay, yeah.
That becomes the inside part of the ball.
Okay.
Okay? So with that being said, you took your first step towards the inside part. Now you are actually at the perfect spot to so I could have shot this ball anywhere and you could have come to it. Okay? Your first step is to put your right foot and it keeps moving laterally. So now you start taking your first step towards the ball. Go ahead. And now freeze. Now you give it up this whole backside. So come be the shooter real quick just so you got that perspective. And you chopped over. You did a great job. Where typically goalkeepers will come through and they'll take one extra step lateral, then they start to come towards the outside part of the ball. Big difference, right? So one step can make a drastic difference in terms of finding that angle. So this is why we continue to really harp and be intentional about where we take that first step. Did that help you?
I'm listening. The inside stuff would just be like
Yep.
here.
And it doesn't matter whether it's left or right, it just has to come towards that inside part of that ball. That's going to help you find that angle a little bit quicker. Okay? Good. Ready? Yep. Good. Straight towards me. Yep. Half shuffle, half shuffle. Good. Got it done. Good effort. Now that one, you took your first step towards that pink cone. Out here, you took your first step towards the pink cone. This was really exaggerated, coming more towards that pole. I'm shooting in between these two cones. So this will give you that rough estimate, okay? Good, round 3. Yep. Good, yep. Good effort. Yeah, that's it. And now, you are slightly off of your angle. You are. But that's not the biggest thing, that's the issue. The issue is once you're set, you're getting tall. So to get your tall, now all you can do is fall. Right? So I try to rhyme a lot. So you're going to keep that chest forward, now we can be explosive. Okay? Bring that chest slightly forward as you're getting set. Ready? Go! Good, chest is forward. Set. Again, say, look at where we're at. 6 yards away. It's tough. You got to defend 8 yards worth of goal. Alright? So now continue to trust. Really, you only had to defend 4 yards because you closed on the angle. Right? Set. Half second. Watch the flight of the ball. Go. Ready. Yep. Good. Yep. Set. Alright, we're switching sides now. Use this side as motivation for the other side. Ready? Yep. Good. Well done. Yes. Great start. I said we're in tight, so if you catch it, it's fucking unbelievable. At the end of the day, you gotta catch it or you gotta make the save. Ready? Yep. Good. Set. Now where were your feet on that one? Yeah, stuck in the mud. Alright, so again, feet shoulder width. Just like that. Yep. We get 5 rounds. Yep. Quick. Set. I'll give you another one, round 3. Again, I'd rather you go. Make sure it's wide. Ready? Yep. Quick. Set. Like I said, it's coming in quick, it's right at you, so the decision to use your foot was correct. Now it just has to come quicker, okay? Here we go. Yep. Set. Good job, well done. One more rep. Keep getting set, keep being explosive. Yep. Set. And rest. Okay, not bad. Now this is exactly why we're working on it, because we're kicking into the wind, right? So we got to keep our chest over, we got to point that toe down. Right now you came up, and when you get up into the wind, keep that chest over it. It's almost like you're shooting the ball. Okay?
Oh my lord! It's hitting like the side of my foot.
It is hitting the side of your foot. Now a big part of it is your approach and everything. You're stuttering, right? So for me, what helped me out is gain enough momentum without thinking about it too much. I focus on my footwork. I go left, right, left. That's it. So once I know I'm going into it, it's left, right, I'm dropping it, left, and now I'm striking this ball. Okay? And as soon as that ball hits the ground, I'm pointing that toe down, and I'm just trying to put my foot through it. Yep. Yeah, I think you can.
I'm like gonna run up to it. See how much I can do.
That's right. Left, right, left. Ready. Go. Alright. What type of spin do we have? Side spin. You hit on the outside part of that ball. Alright. So again, try that again. Left, right, left. Even though you technically your first step with your right foot.
Right, left.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, is that straighter?
Yeah.
Yes, it is straighter. Now, as you're striking it, our plants look really close. So now, am I going to be really explosive? So I still got to get this toss just a little bit farther away to give myself space to strike through it. Alright? So as I'm coming in, it's left, right, left. And now I'm striking straight through it. And now what type of spin did I have there? Now forward spin. Back spin. Alright? Notice I didn't try to get it high in the air. I'm just trying to put my foot through it. I'm trying to hit it low. Cut through that wind to get it towards our target. Better. I know it's going a little bit to the left a little bit. Again, that tells us we're hitting what part of the ball then?
The outside of it?
Just slightly on the outside, alright? So again, our ball is our best friend. It's going to tell us when we do things really, really well. It's going to tell us whenever we're making little mistakes. Alright, let's lock that ankle out then. Let's see what happens. That was definitely better. What type of spin do we have? Backspin, alright? And it was going straight towards where we were facing, alright? So overall, that was a much better result. I know you're thinking about it a little bit. Great job. Left, right, left. You're putting your foot through it. You're naturally not going to have as much of a distance because you're cutting into the wind. But now, you're going at about 60%. Let's up it to 70%. That stuff happens. You try to put more power into it, right? But now you kind of toss that ball a little bit outside of your foot, and that's why now you hit what part of the ball? The inside of it, alright? So again, you bring that chest slightly forward, now you get more of that back through, right? Keep having that same intensity, okay? Whatever happens, happens. You know the footwork now, now get after it. What type of spin do you have? Predominantly backspin.
Really?
Yeah. I know, again, it's slightly going to the right, part of that's the wind. Okay? But overall, it predominantly had backspin. You probably hit that ball about 40 yards. 10, 20, yeah, 40 yards into the wind. Right? So now you're able to land that to at least half field into the wind. Yeah, right? But if you punt this ball straight up in the air, is it going to there?
No, it's more just, well, no. I usually punt it wide anyway, it kind of just like drops, so it's like a punt.
Yeah, and then again, which one's easier for them to control? One that's coming down at a smaller angle, or one that's coming straight down on top?
No, down, because my players don't even have the ball either, so.
There you go.
I think they need that for speed.
There you go. So this is why this is really going to continue to help you out long term. The way to get confidence is to continue to do the repetitions, right? Now, last one, get after it. 90%.
Oh my god, I'm actually gonna like.
That's okay. And again, you could use that as motivation. So that one, you try to go at 90%.
I know. I kicked it out the wall. Fuck.
Okay.